interesting one. Going back and forth and back again. Which way will we end it? Big on the T side, and they've got some sweaty smokes to line up and spawn.
Look at this mid creep.
Creepy crawly.
Oh my goodness.
They've got 6 legs between the 3 of them.
Oh no. Oh no, it's gone from bad to worse. It's down and Cadian leaving a hearse. The nades could have done damage to that bomb plant, but it's a little bit delayed from Shush, and he gets a nade right back in response. Much more punishing, much more damaging. Look at Keto all the way through the B site. Oh, Refresh is holding for it though. Keto's now out of the round. This is a very, very weird round as to how this one's shaped up. It's a 3-on-3 retake. And Heroic now lining up these retake smokes. One at the top of ramp. That's going to make it life a lot harder as a post-plant player trying to hold from ramp. Tess says in with the double. This is turned on its head. Tizian does stop the defuse, and stopping the defuse was enough. Getting off the bomb to take that fight, loses the round for Heroic. Such a roller coaster of a round. I didn't know who was winning. I still don't really know who won. Hugo, who won that?
Big, mate. Tess has got off the defuse. I mean, he got the kill, right? It feels worth it, but at the same time, you wonder if he didn't get off, would he have had cover? We'll never know, Harry. Also, you talk about the nades. Heroic was set up with 3 pushing mid and 2 with a full set of util to dunk the bomb plant. They line up nades for the plant, and then Shush realizes right before he throws it for default, wait, that's not a default plant. I hear it's on the left. That's why you see that bit of panic. He tries to throw it on the ground, tries to shoot him instead, but it's all too late. Nice for Big 2, switch up the plant spot to catch off Heroic. Waiting for exactly that. Scout on Cadian tags Antares, who swaps his guns, and Heroic will lose a man early. Wow, everything about that round was super interesting from the retake.
Interesting,
smokes.
yeah.
Yeah, interesting's a word, isn't it? It can mean anything. It can mean good, it can mean awful. Yeah. Sometimes it means both. And in this case, Big, they're about to walk into a stack.
They are. But everyone's pushed up here at short. It's a very, very claustrophobic round for Heroic.
Ugh.
They're close to each other. Oh, I don't like it. I don't know who's winning again. I don't like it.
You can see
the
him.
refresh is right there.
Oh,
Tapson can't see it. Tessez is still alive. They don't know about Tessez. You've at least got Tessez. If you're Heroic, you're like, all right, Tessez, come on. We sacrificed a lot of good men, keeping you alive.
Look at the patience, though. Big on rushing the plant. They're like, yeah, you want to give us another fight? Come give it. And smoke on the bomb while you've got no kits. It's not going to save any lives here for Heroic.
Well, that's it. Anticlimactic round. Little short stack. Not the short stop you were hoping for if you're Heroic. They're keeping 5 alive. Getting out of there, building up some money. 2-0 to begin Vertigo. And an eco to follow for Heroic. It's likely going to be this 3-0 lead. This great building block early on to try and construct your T side from. Ooh, that's nice. It's only 1 Deeg.
Two flashes. What do you do with that? Pop out into A ramp, perhaps. Maybe a mid-choke flash. Try and push it out as spawn. Yep. Seems to be the play. Letting Big get out mid first. Hey, they've got the read. There's players here in numbers. There's the flash, and it's a good one at that. Tapson was tucked. He wasn't blinded. Everyone else was, but they're all the players who get the kills. Tapson just dies for the cause, I guess. Nice, clean anti-eco so far. A little grabbed by Shush, the one man with anything. But bomb's going A, isn't it? It's a big round, whether you like it or not. It's all about whether Shush can get exits or even save his gun.
Bomb has been planted.
That's right. With the medium-sized guns, it's a big round. 3-0. Josh. Oh, he thinks Antares, of course. Doesn't get away with the kill. It's So 3-0. Okay, now things get a bit more exciting again, right? We've had the boring rounds, you know, the anti-force that never feels like it works, apart from when it shouldn't, and then it does. And then we had the full eco, which, yeah, they sometimes get exciting, but even when they win, you're not happy about it because they shouldn't be winning. Now you have the real rounds. Now you have the real Counter-Strike, right? The double AWP coming in. Cadian and Stown both donning them. Utility all across the board. This is what Heroic were salvaging their pocket money for, and they need to have some results already. The tag to Stown, the nade could even finish the job, but he has gotten out of there. Gets ahead of it. Nothing more than glancing blows over at that B bomb site, and instead, now Big, they just set up to take this default early. There's a deep ramp smoke down, which they choose to respect. Searson's desperately peeking over the top of it. This is not an easy shot to hit for Searson. Oh, Tess says, don't give him this peek. Searson would kill for you to give him this peek. So Tess says doesn't. Right decision to make.
One of these orbs still waiting in middle. Cadian has not budged. Will he get given anything? Seems backing out. Tesses in the meantime pushing up on A short. When this smoke fades, he can clear out the A ramp and call for rotates to B. Kito's been waiting here all round long. There's no one on this bomb site. There is no one even remotely close. Cadian is still got to watch middle. Searson backs out. Oh, the boost, it's not a loud one either. No noise is made. Kito jumps up. Any moment can pounce above the wood and take this site. There he goes with the smokes flying in. Cadian going to try and dodge the flashes, peeks off the back of it and takes one. Any more where that came from. They're pushing his gens up on the side and he is not ready for Tizian. As Big take the bomb site with 10 seconds remaining, they plant, and now Heroic have to make that hard call. Do we even want to give this a go? Is it realistic with our current positions? Doesn't look like it. They are falling out of the round. No one on B, a huge gamble, and it does not pay off. We've seen great face out of Big ever since the second half of Nuke. Like, they've not stopped. They've just been commanding victories all across this entire series, ever since that 13-2. You've got to wonder, how would this series have gone if it didn't start that way, right? If Heroic weren't T-side over on Nuke. Big could have banged them out in two. They were very close to pulling the 13-2 comeback, but just falling at the end, didn't have enough breathing room. NT for Cadian, but getting rushed down, not ready for it. And he needed to either live or do more damage if that were to be a round for Heroic. So they save, they rebuy, they get another AWP at least. Saved by Stown, given to Cadian. A Big, already looking like a change of pace is in order.
Oh, Cadian dodges that flash and is good for the kill. I love that maneuver. Cadian knows that if a B play's coming in, there's always going to be that Skylights flash. So he turns from it ahead of time. Locks in the opener. Kito holding arguably the most horrific angle I think I've ever seen.
I think unarguably.
But he doesn't like what he sees over towards B, and with good reason. Cadian was the only man to offer up any resistance in the round prior, so they bypass him completely. Over here towards A, Tesses and Refresh playing this site side by side. Now, while this is going on, there's a bit of mid-aggression coming through from Stown. He's clearing out middle, and this frees up Shush. If you look on the minimap, he starts to rotate over towards this A bomb site now. So there's 3 players here, plus the potential of a very, very fast mid-flank from Stown in through the ladder room. Searson's holding the back, but how long does he keep that up? Because as this site push is coming in, the kills are not going in favor of Big, and this is going to draw even more attention away from Stown on this backstab. Tizian and Searson left in a 2-on-4. The bomb out in the open. You couldn't have asked for a worse situation here if you're Big. Up through short side, Searson's trying to gain ground with the AWP, but in doing so, he's no longer watching the flank. As the Stown is hot on their heels, up through ramp and ready to put a stop to this A play. They know that Searson's at short, he's made noise, and now he's dead to that flank. 1 on the board for Heroic. They sweep that one aside, and the timings were perfect there from the Danes. You couldn't have picked a better moment to rotate a third man to A, for Stown to embark on that flank. It's a great stuff from the A side players as well to like buy the time in the first place.
Yeah, that was a really slick way of finding an opener for Cadian as well. I've not seen anyone play an AWP on top of the wood there, but pretty punishing position. And now the double AWP is out again for Heroic. Scavenged. Tesses finding the first again above the boxes. Big have to make sure they're looking at the sky right now. Heroic man up and they concede the middle area. They fall on right back with this pick. This time, at least not leaving B open and empty, but maybe they wish they had that A stack in this round because Big are moving up in numbers as well. Cadian AWPing close short. Tess is given an AWP. He's low already. Cadian's getting aggressive. Molly pushes him in, and he does not care. He'll get up right in your face and hit the shots. There's one. Tessus joins him. Cadian escapes as a Molly phase, but he'll almost get spammed on his retreat. Not quite, though. Back to the site, and Keto through the smoke. Only good for one. The nade might be a slam dunk onto Tessus, but it's only Refresh who gets attacked by it. And now Tabson 1-on-4. And not giving him anything. The bomb is loose, and as soon as Stown makes contact, they can start swinging him from the elevator. Stown with his back turned, Tabson almost whiffs, does recover, but the AWP is there, and it was only a matter of time before the repeaks came in. 3 for Tesses, and 2 for Heroic, as they finally do one to Big's money. No bomb plant, and any buy here would be weak in most regards. They can get a couple of rifles max, so it might have to be a half buy for Big, and wait for the bonus to build.
Yeah, but the winds of change are blowing in this server. You know, Heroic, they're at a point now where they can get back into this. That 4-0 start, a distant memory as the money is broken down for Big. And I think, like you say, they might just take this little partial investment, build up some money. Izzy Tabson's talking it through with the boys, trying to make sure everyone's on the same page here. That's the thing, right? Nuke, thinking back to like the ebbs and flows of this series, great start from Heroic, uncontested in the first half, not even close. And then that second half gets very, very close, very, very uncomfortable. And Heroic struggled to even get a couple of rounds, but...
Do it.
Ooh. You know, then we get on to Mirage, and suddenly it's like Heroic just can't seem to find anything. And you know, they didn't have any way of breaking the streaks that Big were on. Well, finally, they've started to break streaks, and it took getting to a third map. It took getting to Vertigo. But Big haven't really had to deal with these challenges thus far. Right? Even the ending of Nuke, as we've said, ended up being a game in which it felt like Heroic were about to get comebacked onto. You know, they just couldn't find the rounds needed to close it out. Finally, offering up some resistance. Some players starting to pick up steam. Stown being one of them. Tesses another. And so now we kind of flip the script and we look at Big and we say, well, you know, do they have what it takes to once again come up with solutions? Oh, that's a tag. Tizian through the generator.
Yeah, and I like how Heroic aren't giving this pick ever to Searson on the ramp, right? He's here a lot of the time. So Heroic, honestly, they're fighting back, but they've yet to actually go down a man on the ramp. That's a boost, but Stown is watching for it above default. He knows that it has to be another player there as a result. Yeah, Searson, if you think of Big on this map, you think of Searson doing this, holding on, waiting for you to come his way, or to give you those faces above the smoke. He gets a free kill as Tessus gets aggressive. Is tagged a bit in the process. Big can now group. Tabson making sure he's walking to avoid footsteps getting heard by Heroic. You don't want your intentions completely put out there in the open. Cadian has a great position. If they walk up close, though, and they close speak him, he's in a world of hurt. That's why he's got Shush to at least remedy that. To try and trade, to try and keep things equal. Can Cadian find the pick? There it is. Bomb drop. Back for another. And goodbye, Zentaris. Cadian will get headshot, but they're not ready for Shush.
Yeah, it's the ultimate bait and switch, right? You think Cadian's holding an aggro line down at ramp, but in reality, he was the bait. That first guy that you got past, he was meant to die. Well, now Shush has got the round in the palm of his hands, and there it is. 4 on the board. Heroic tie this game up. No money again for Big, so maybe Heroic about to leapfrog them into the lead.
Ever since I said the Big have been smashing, ever since the first half of Nuke.
Did you say it like Nigel Thornberry, though?
No, smashing.
There you go, right?
Yeah.
They've been smashing, right?
They have been smashing. They were doing it 4-0, and now it's 4-4. So the curse is well and truly complete. Let's watch Big win this eco. As they throw the quick short smoke, it's going to be a faster round here for Big, running up A.
Nah, Hugo, I hate to tell you, Big don't win this round. There's no way in hell.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
No. Especially not in the smoke.
No, especially not with the smokes down, right? Because you think, like, it's a smoke, right? What are they going to do, walk through it?
Exactly.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Ooh.
Everything could only go right for Heroic. And here they are showing us that.
Yeah. Calculated, of course. The first kill. Don't get ahead of yourself, Harry. Keto Tizian left in the fray. Nice nade, but not going to change the outcome of the round, you presume. Jumping into the orbs. Another one. And now Tizian left. Oh, the smoke faded. He almost had a chance, but Refresh is very quick to turn around, and Heroic find a 5-4 lead. Only an eco. Big have a full buy now. They can get the open Searson as well. Now, it's all up to Searson to try and find some of these openers here for Big, I think, in some of these rounds, because he's not being given much on the A site. Only time he has was when Tess has pushed aggressive on ramp. He just tried it again on the anti-eco. Don't think we'll see more of that for Heroic, especially not with some of these A setups they have. They have great retake smokes. They've been trying to set up nades to stop bomb plants. Heroic have a wealth of game plan up on A. They don't need to be pushing it. Heading in a fight mid, Tizian was wide and ready for it. Shush dropping a molly, and Tizian goes right on through with a double. Lovely stuff. Just taking space, commanding respect, and eating an AWP shot while he does. It will force down off the boost, the molly, pushing him forward, and all Tizian needs to do is stay alive. It's a constant thorn in Heroic's side. They know at any point they can be split from middle, and so Stown can't watch B for too long. There's a shot, he turns around and somehow hits that flick onto Tizian, but at this point it might even be the save. The bomb site's been lost, and your teammates are so far away.
Oh, Searson's hunting. Doesn't want to give the AWP away, and so he does just about escape. Stown still doing numbers. Still doing numbers over here in CT.
Oh dear.
And Heroic throwing in a little bit of utility. Is this them gearing up to be like, actually, boys, you know what? They've kind of enticed us into this one. Oh, well, with that kill. Oh, but then Stown's back in with the trade. All right, Heroic. Let's get it. Last minute retake. Oh, Stown ducking down. Oh, is it with the peak? And now it's just one man left standing. And Refresh has nailed it. But there's surely not enough time. I think it's just slipped by. Oh, that was so damn close. So damn good. Stown. You magic man.
Oh.
You magic man.
But not enough. 4, and it's still a big round. Yeah, you can see the clocks or the wheels turning, the gears turning rather, not the clocks.
Clocks are always turning,
yeah,
mate. Slowly, believe it or not. You keep an eye on them. They will eventually.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. And never anywhere else. Yeah, you see the gears turning when Heroic get that pick off Keto getting aggressive. Then they spot Searson bottom ramp and they go, well, we've actually got a 2-2 inside of the site. We can retake this right now and have the AWP be very far away and also very low. And so that entices Heroic back in. Stown, he hit some unbelievable AWP shots in that round. It's not enough, Harry. It's not a round. It's not a win. It's Big back on the board. And yeah, if Heroic, didn't initially give that up, right, and fall out, maybe they had time, but then on the other side, maybe they didn't get given the kill in spawn, right? Big hunting almost lets Heroic back in. It's a lot of ifs and buts, but ultimately it's a big round. Nice nade.
That's a big nade. Cadian given a chance. Ooh. Helped out by Refresh. Great little 1-2 combo over here in middle. Down. Donning his wizard hat and wizard sleeve, trying to take him down to Pound Town.
Just one sleeve, huh? Not the coat. Or the cape, or what do you call it? The robe.
One sleeve on, one sleeve off. It's the way of the CS kid.
Yeah, how else do you move your hand?
Sleeve on, sleeve off. Here it is. Shush with the double. Make it a... Yeah, now the double.
Yeah, you can't wear sleeves while you game, right? They just get in the way, honestly. On the mouse pad. Nice shot. These orbs are the answer right now for Heroic. And they come back in with a beer.
Is that why you've cut all your t-shirts into vests?
Yeah,
like Mac from Always Sunny.
No sleeve at all. Not even over the shoulders, Harry. You've got to really go bare.
Go bare.
Go bare or go home.
Well, I don't think that's... yeah, you know, why not?
Lots of reasons, but let's not get into them. 6-5 and more ecos around the corner. Big, that nade was good. They're going to double it up. Cadian, not here, it's down this time. Dodges it mostly. Second one will do a little bit more. Ooh, tucked behind the sandbag. Dangerous position, but luckily Tessa swings in to support. Xantares out. Taps a molly. Uh-oh.
Taps is just
smoke
fine.
it.
It's like a horrible game of catch that you just don't want to play. You don't want to play. Tapson. Tapson, move. Tapson, it's not safe there. It's not as safe as you think it is. Ah! Ah! Oh, there it is. Tessez with the kill. Tapson out. Just Keto. 1v5. Not looking great for him, is it? Deagle out.
You can spam Tessez.
Yeah, you could, but like...
Yeah.
Keto's a realist, right? He knows he's going to spam that wall. Flash comes in. Oh, well, psh, all blind. Out of the round. Round over, mate.
Well, it was worth a shot.
What do you think of that auditory Counter-Strike?
Yeah, great stuff, Harry. They should hire you to do the game sounds on CSGO 2.
CSGO 2 releasing soon. They took the old one off of the store. Thank God.
I can't confirm or deny. Mainly because I don't know.
They did.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
happening.
Well, yeah, obviously.
CS2.
Well, you leaked it, Harry.
It's called CS Too Much to Handle.
That's already this CS. There's far too much going on. And Refresh, he wants to make it even more claustrophobic. Oh, he's walking the smoke. They have no idea. Can he even see them? Oh, he flicks and kills the bomb. Oh, jumping and praying and spraying, but none of which will get him out of that predicament. It's Xantares with the trade, and CSF already up, waiting for the repeat. He dodges the orb. They both spot each other. And now he's trapped by the Molotov. Luckily, that CT smoke actually bails him out. So he reroutes back on the short side, holding that for his team so they can work the Apex. Tessez not giving them much, and he's above the smoke, so Keto walks to his demise. Cadian v Searson, who will buckle first? Who will move into the crosshair of one another? It doesn't matter. Tessez
with secret option C.
Yeah, all the limelight. Cadian does get impatient, and that will be the punish pick from Xantares, but 2-on-3, and everyone's here for Heroic.
This round has just devolved into madness.
They've left.
Heroic are like, yeah, there's no way it's still A, right? Like, they keep shooting, they're being too loud. Why would this is just dumb if you're this loud and big? Like, ha 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 ha, we go A. And they go. Oh, Stown gets deleted. Xantares peaked. And now a bomb plant, a possibility, a real possibility. They tap it. Because the molly's down, you can't plant safe. So that's definitely got the attention of Heroic. They're giving them the respect to get the bomb planted. Well, that proves to be a grave error in judgment. Tizian with the swing, adding another one to the tally. And this was never meant to be a big round, but there it is. Up on the scoreboard, 6-7. Big, they somehow recover. And now we're set up for like a very even half. Now, you know, for Big, it's always going to be a grind. Like, there's a lot of money on Heroic. Guys like Shush, they were approaching 16K not that long ago. Well, he's lost a good bit of his money. Bad investments here and there. But the rest of the gang's still sitting on like 10K.
Yeah.
It's a real grind to turn this back in your favor, but now, thanks to that round, not impossible.
Yeah, that's a real unfortunate misread for Heroic. The reason they leave the bomb site there is only Xantares is making noise. He's throwing grenades, he's spamming walls, and it all feels too good to be true. Heroic are thinking, well, there's one player here, the other could be anywhere at this point. They could have walked back down ramp and walked into B with the bomb. Xantares could just be faking right now. We could be getting flanked. All these options whirring in the mind of Heroic, and someone makes that call, and everyone believes it. They leave, they check mid, they check B, but by that point, Big are already up in the site. They get a 2-on-1 for free, and then they get another 2v2, which they willingly close out with the advantage of the bomb. So, yeah, if you know, Heroic never left, probably their round, but the misread, the over-rotate, whatever you want to call it. It gives Big a way back in. Like you said, a good half after all, potentially. Refresh, going again through the smoke. No fear on this man. Tessus has been doing it, and Refresh wants to try his hand as well. Shush with a pick, and Refresh just jumps out of there, past the orb. 5 on 3. Give it up now. Chill out. You've got the kills coming to you. You don't need to hunt them down. And more found in middle by Cadian's orb. Leaves Big in a 2 on 5. Oh.
Oh, so many angles. So little time. Xantares losing the bomb, and Cadian mopping up Searson. Sees Heroic reach that 8th round a little later. It is still on the tally.
Yeah, while it's been the undoing of Heroic, I actually kind of like how mobile they are on this map, right? The fact that they're doing things like leaving the B-bomb site completely open and stacking up on A, we've seen it cost them, right? We've seen it, you know, not only in that previous round where they rotate out because they don't have B, but even earlier in the half when they left B open and stacked A and Big just walked in. But what it does mean is you always have your teammates side by side, you always have that trade potential, and when Big go A, they get torn to shreds rather than just have a player left at the B side doing nothing. This is a rush, and they've got everyone here. The footsteps give all the info to Heroic, and all the kills come following in. 9-6 at the end of the half. A damn good showing. The money lifts them up, and can they shut it down? The end of the series continues in just a moment.
Feelings don't die around this neighborhood. We used to sell a double pills, young and misunderstood. My homie, tell me what is changing from your point of view. A smaller circle, but the range is some deja vu. I recognize my future, and there is nothing with you. Unless you turn your boat around, success might come recruit you. But unless you analyze in depth that we're steps away from death, 1,000 possibilities, act on it, Johnny Depp. For real, cause we're lonesome childs, trying to know what father brought us down to here. I don't wanna be stuck.
The cyber athletes are in the server and their keyboard fingers are pressing hard. We're ready and raring to go as these E-Kings take to the battlefield once again, Hugo.
Yeah, virtual battlefield of Vertigo as we get into the finale.
We tied it all in.
Yeah, best of 3. Going the distance, and then some more. Here we are, second half, last half of regulation at least. And creepy coolly goes Tessa's up the top of ramp with a pick. Searson never ready for him to be that close. And look at the mini-map, look at those rotates. Big are running towards that A site. But then they stop. It's gone awfully quiet, lads. Are Heroic even here? They only saw one man and one man alone. But now joined by a bunch of merry men. Heroic set up this execute, and I use that word tenuously as it relies on one flashbang. And JK, it's not A.
Yeah, the E major has instructed his E minors to go back and rejoin him as he creates this
Orchestra?
Yeah. Like a he conducts this orchestra towards the B bomb site. Wow.
JK,
it's actually back to A because this is what we can expect. And here it is, the A play that we've all expected. Xantares over at short, very not ready for the peak from refresh. And now a second man takes to the stand. It's Tabson trying to keep the dream alive, but the bomb's already going nowhere fast as it's dropped by Tizian. And now back into the site. Tessez trying to put in the numbers, and it's hanging in the balance, but he does get it down. And that's why we say you've got to watch out for Tessez, because now he's got the bomb plotting, and now it's anyone's guess what this guy's going to do. Tabson up close to the ramp. His E-brows sweating as the push is in from Shush at the sandbags. There's the trade, and Tabson, so often good in these moments, so often prepared. But is he ready to go up against Tessez? No, I don't think so. It's the round for Heroic. There we go, Hugo. What do you think of that?
That was like a Rick and Morty.
Yeah, well, thank you. 10 on the board for Heroic. They did it.
Wow, that was, yeah, you should cast every game like that, honestly. I think you killed it. Wow. How do we pick up from that? 10-6, and yeah, Heroic with the single, double, triple fake. Go A, go B, go A again. And they win it. So fantastic stuff. Scary stuff, even. And now Big, buying Big. As the name would suggest, we got some guns, some deeg, some armor. And they're going for A ramp peaks. Molly down. They don't care. They're going to peek right.
I mean, the old saying is go big or go home. And there's Xantares selecting the latter of those options. Going home. Back to the lobby.
Spawn.
Just watching his teammates now as they try to navigate this round. But where are Heroic going? That's the game here, right? Yeah. Where are Heroic going? Do Heroic know where they are going? Because right now they're outside of B. But with a minute 15 left, there's a whole minute left to play with in terms of faking A, going B, faking B, going back to A. So let's see where this ends up.
Yeah, there's only one man here. Another in the connector. Keto can drop the smoke, and that can be quite a problem at the top of the stairs. Forget the smoke. He's got the shot. Tessez trades. But low HP, may as well go A. Hey, Cadian's still here with the bomb. Might want to reconsider as he runs away, walking. Eventually, Searson scouting. Oh no, he doesn't check right. And look who's right. It's Refresh creeping, crawling, and everything in between. Boom! Pops out the head of Refresh, and he gets the shot as well. Now B push coming in. And Tessez has his knife out, luckily covered by Cadian, but they'll never be ready for Tizian, who gets one. And Cadian goes, nah, mate, I've got the bomb. I'm out of here. Is that even a wall bang?
It is. It is. It is.
Never seen it. Very cool stuff.
I saw someone who was cheating the other day in MM doing it. Oh. So that's how...
Yeah, you learn the best.
That's how I found out that was wallbangable.
You learn the best wallbangs from cheaters. They know everything.
He just started shooting through it and everyone died. I was like, well, didn't know that was a thing. And yeah.
Cool little spray, but it won't change anything. It's still Cadian, with his backpack on, running. One strap, obviously. Cool guy, Cadian. Making his way to that A site, and bomb planted for Heroic. 11-6. Tizian will save. Yeah, I mean, there's some bonkers wall bangs on this map. You can still wall bang to where Tizian is through the elevators from A. It requires a more specific lineup than it used to. Got to hit that headshot or it's going to do nothing. And Tizian, very close to death, but... calculated, all under control. 11-6. Big still have to eco around this one gun. Tizian drops his Deeg. Yeah, to Xantara, smart decision. And Heroic, they have built the foundations of this T side now, already winning the half on the CT side and adding in a pistol. Well, this is pandemonium for Big. This is going to be requiring one hell of a comeback once we come to guns.
Oh, Tizian with a good timing here.
Hello.
Into the tunnels, in through the back line as Heroic is stacking up to make this B play happen. Oh, Tizian. Tizian, you could do it to them as long as you hit a good timing here. And timing really is everything for Tizian. Noise made yet, but now Stown is holding on to the back line.
Oh, that was the kill that needed to happen if this round were to be interesting. Now, it falls by the wayside. Nice kill from Xantara. It's a Deagle spam, but he can't get the AK out of there alive, and Cadian will salvage one. Yoinking Deagles as he goes. 12-6. This is it. Do or die for Big. This is what this entire last 3 hours, or even longer, have led up to. Winning this round and starting to build upon it. That, or it's back to the drawing boards. Back to an 0-2 in the group for the top seed. Not what they would want. Big fell to OG yesterday. And Heroic might have their number.
Keo's over here alone in B, and he's had a pretty rough game so far. So a confidence-boosting round might be in order. And even more so than that, just anything to buy some time, because the rotates are coming in very, very quick. But oh, Keo, oh, Tessez has absolutely blindsided them.
Hey.
That's it, that's the save. Big, get out of B. It's not yours, it's Tessez's. Oh, saying that.
Go hunt, refresh, take the gun.
Yeah, refresh, go get him. Heroic are playing it pretty safe though, and they want to build up some money. You understand why they're not committed loads to this, but they are going to have a little gander, little adventure. Xantares trying to get away with the M4. Oh no, Xantares.
Trap.
Pincered. Leaves it all on Searson to hold on to this AWP. AW.
Oh, the leg. Oh, nice shot. He gets out of there alive.
Oh.
Cadian comes flying in from the
Talk
ceiling.
about threading the needle, man.
Yeah, had to hit it. So he did. I'm yet to see anyone in a pro game, try and save by dropping below the elevator shafts. You can't survive down there. I guess it would be a bug. But, hey, still hasn't been patched. I recommend finding out how to do that.
Yeah, but Hugo, you know what happened last time a bug didn't get patched and people started using it? You know what happened then, right? So maybe...
More a pixel walk than a bug,
No,
I guess.
yeah.
But whatever you want to call it, whatever terminology, let's just maybe stay away from it. 13-6. And Searson's got the AWP saved around a bunch of pistols. He's got a peek ramp. Ooh, yeah, there's one. And if they start feeding him solo dolo, one by one, that's exactly what Searson wants. Oh, they're in the smoke. They're going to come right through. He's got a lineup. He's got a one-way perhaps, but he's got to do a lot more with this AWP. 2 kills will do. He's set his team up for success. Can they push it over the line?
If you're Heroic as well, you're in a bit of a dilemma, right? You've only seen the AWP. You don't really know what Big are bringing into this round. They have force bought or partial bought around the AWP. And so leaving A means giving up all of these guns for players to go ahead and grab and use against you later on in the retake. So you're in a bit of a dilemma where you're kind of hoping that Big give you something to play with in this round. That's why we have Cadian just holding on to these lower tunnels, right? He's hoping that someone from Big embarks on one of these flanks, and they are not doing that. So with Heroic pressuring this A bomb site with 2 remaining players, they're in huge danger of just getting collapsed onto, and that is exactly what happens. Tizian drops the bomb, and with it the AWP as well, and now it is just Cadian left. Does deal with Tabson, and almost the follow-up. follow-up, but almost is not good enough. 7 on the board for Big. They make that partial buy around Searson's AWP work, and with it, they find round number 7.
Yeah, Searson, huge credit to him, right? Actually getting out with 2 in such a uncomfortable spot, right? They're pushing him close up top. He's dropping smokes. He doesn't even know they're there. And then just finds another. Really lines his team up for a win. And Big, they need everything they can get. The rifle round couldn't do it. And to the half by Will. Now down to another gun round. We got Searson peeking B, flashed off, doesn't take the shot, doesn't want to give away the AWP. Show Heroic what they're walking into. He'd rather let them tempt fate. Nice grenade for Keto. That is a lot of damage. Oof. Flash peek in, Keto gets obliterated, and now Searson running back with a double, collapsing them in the sight, still 2 for 1 as the trade comes in, but he may have done just enough. Tizian caught switching nades, getting hunted and getting cleaned up by Shush. The nade on plant will do nothing with KD and Wide, but he can't kill the comp player. He'll leave that to Shush, who's now trapped in the corner. Should be cleared, he is, and now a 2v2 that might be retakeable after all. Cadian says no, and Xantares needs to do something unbelievable to keep this game going, to keep this round intact. Jiggling left, right, good night. It's Cadian with the shot, and Heroic, they do pick it up despite the collateral off of Searson's AWP. Heroic 14-7. Oh dear.
If you wanted to take like a really unorthodox buy, Keto could like drop 2 M4s into play.
And play eco. I mean,
Yeah.
it's 4 kills, so maybe.
Right, and I never like those decisions where it's like, you know, someone who is struggling does that, but it would be like the ultimate sacrifice, right? You give your guns over to your team, you say, you know what, guys, I'm having a bit of a mare here. Oh, we get the emotional music.
Careful. Hold it
Everyone,
back.
slow it down a
Hold
little
it
bit.
back.
Oh, I'm gonna cry, gonna tear up. I promised I wouldn't, Hugo, but it's gonna happen. 14-7, Heroic, man. They've just come so far. They've just come so far. They were losing this game when it started. And now they're winning. They're so close to winning. Our boys.
This will be the 4th BO3 win in a row for Heroic since they added these 2 new players, since they swapped out some of the core. And so 4 matches in a row against decent teams, you know? This is pretty impressive stuff if they can get it over the line. Big, not what they wanted coming into this season of Pro League. Losing this, as I said earlier, will put them 0-2 in the group. One of the teams, honestly, that look like a shoo-in to go through. Number 7 in the world, number 1 in the group, and right now yet to field much of a win. This has got to be it. Keto dropped the AWP. Cadian's got his for the pick, but he will not connect the shot. Searson, he had a very bad T-side. He wasn't being given anything by Heroic on that A ramp where he often is fed. But now on the CT side, he's had multi-kill after multi-kill, 2K after 2K. Tizian burnt out after 1. Could not escape if he tried, and boy, did he try. Taps in on the boost, and he sees legs. Lovely. Yoinks him. Now Heroic go back to A, where Searson has sat all round long. Molly's the corner that could have been taken with the smoke up, but there's no one there. And so Searson sits in wait. Very fast on his feet, very fast with the AWP, and he'll need to be. That's a tag to Tesses, for crying out loud. Searson wants more of that, but he'll have to give it up eventually. 4-on-3, don't feed the beast, and just wait for the rotate.
Cadian, got to do something special with this AWP. That flash is going to ruin him, and he can't turn from it in time, but somehow Tesses has bailed him out. Now, Tesses does die to the nade, but he's given Heroic a bit more of a chance. I don't know how he gets away with it, but he does get away with it. 2-on-3, both low. I say low, right? Refresh is all right looking, but Cadian looking worse for wear. Up through ramp they go. Double smokes down. The bomb is going back to B. Cadian's hit them with a bit of a vintage late lurk. The double smokes down. Refresh making noise. Trying to go through. Now there is this one rotation already at B. The Refresh has gotten through the backline. He does get caught by Keto. However, this bomb can still go down. Keto jumping over, trying to deny it. Oh, he's missed it. And now Cadian's given a tiny, tiny chance. 1v3, and Keto's there to cancel it out. Oh boy, it was close. 8 on the board for Big.
Do we remember that first half round where Heroic had a 3-on-2 and they rotate out? That was the exact reason, and you can see the thinking there as to why they left in that CT round and lost the round on A. The big never left was exactly that call there. Cadian leaving and going back to B to leave Refresh to sell the fake. It almost worked. It almost worked. If Refresh gets that kill, if he's gun out, and actually manages to find the frag on the rotate after realizing that, oh wait, Big aren't in the site. They have started leaving. They had started running B. I've got to get a kill. Refresh makes a ballsy play, jumping through the smoke, knife out. If he had that kill, maybe it's around for Heroic. I love the attempt. It gets him up on plan at least. That will force a rebuy, but Big still in this one, finding an 8th, not faltering to the fake. And Kito's even got a second AWP in play as well. That's worth noting. Might be left to solo B now, right? In many of these rounds, it's been Searson and Kito holding down that B site. Searson that does rotate a lot. He's very mobile on the CT side. We'll see him on A ramp as a standard setup. Well, now with Kito with a AWP here, he can solo B if he wants. Still joined by Tizian, but we'll see if that remains. Out of spawn it certainly will, because Heroic have set their sights on B. With the smoke down, they hesitate and walk back to A. It's all too familiar territory for Heroic, back and forth, seeing which site treats them best. But I'm not sure it's going to be the one with Searson and Xantares on. That might be quite difficult. That one-way smoke going down. They can try and fight up the ramp or short, if they can get in. Tess gets tagged on the peak, and Searson doesn't want to give a pick over to the smoke, so he backs up, and Xantares waits. There's no Molotov for this position. No one's checked it. Xantares lines them up, and he drops the bomb as well, dodging their headshots between the gap, and just waiting patiently, finally overwhelmed. But he's done his work, he's done his job, and Heroic now have to pick up the pieces of this round.
Yeah, it's not looking good for them, at least not here, not now. Shush up through the ramp, loses Tess as it's short, and he follows shortly thereafter. 9 on the board for Big, still in with a chance. Another one of these late attempts at the comeback. Maybe it's doable. The money now broken for Heroic, a chance at 10 in a pretty low-risk round for Big. Anyone's game. That's kind of how it feels. Heroic might have this advantage, right? But Big are getting closer. The one thing that still worries me is this B hold. It's been very, very shaky at the best of times. Kito actually donning the second AWP as well. That's interesting. Curious to see how that pans out when Heroic have got one in their hands. Double run boost just to cause some commotion, but they don't check for Xantares, and so it's nice. It's very, very clean. All 5 in a matter of seconds. So now we get 10 to 14.
And now it gets worrying, because Big are building money. They're taking clean rounds. Heroic are, scraping by. Not exactly getting bomb plants on lost rounds in many of these occasions. So no AWP here either. Cadian's got an AK with a couple of bits of util. And yeah, this double AWP that is still remaining, still yet to be seen. Kito has not been spotted with his. Heroic going to give it a go. Tizian dodging flashes, turns back, but with this smoke dropped early like he has been doing, Heroic have been hard-pressed to push through. With a molly, you'll smoke it, and you'll run it, and you'll take B fast, but with the smoke, that's their only play. Sneak through or wait it out. They've been waiting it out in many rounds. This time they tried the sneak, and it's punished. Tizian, oh, he looks away from his teammate's flash, and Cadian peeks at the perfect time. That's a trade that you'll take if you're Heroic, but you don't have much to play with in terms of utility nor weaponry. Or they've used one of their 2 smokes to put out the molly. They're going to boost up on the wood as well. This could catch Kito off guard. He's going to move back just in case and keep his eyes on that one. Sometimes models glitch through the wall, not today. Or even boosting back on the right side. Oh, there's the model glitching through. The barrel shows on the wood and he hits the tag. Stown gets put down low as well as Refresh. Takes a bit of a fight into B and does succeed. It's a weird round with very low health and no utility to play with. Tess's mid-lug will be coming in late. He's in no hurry. And he hears 2 on B right now. That might entice Heroic back into this A site, but they want to fake it out. They're going to use this mid-room that Tess's has granted them to get further and further forward.
Oh, Searson's coming back to Elevator, and Zantares is here to deny that fast push from Tesses. Now rotating back to A, though. Bit of a misread here from Big. They gamble stack the A bomb site on the back of seeing this mid player, and Keto now dead at the back of B. Just about locked in by Cadian. Down and Refresh, both low. This Molotov on Zantares could be huge. Before that, he's got to get past Cadian, who's playing up close. Tucked in at Cold's Era, waiting and ready. Stown holding with the AWP. The battle not done yet for Big. They've got to get through this first line of defense, and they can't. Stown has cracked Zantares out of the round, leaving it all on Searson. Up close, missed flick. There's the peek from Cadian. The molly denies the chase at least, and Refresh burns to death, so they should be good to get away with the AWP. But that is a very small victory. They give up 15. Heroic match and series point.
Yeah, it's not like money was the issue for Big, right? They're not going to be celebrating over a save, but what a juke from Heroic. They get out mid, they get so much room, Zantares clears it, but due to how late Heroic are coming up mid, because they just left B, Zantares only sees one, and with that, gets the kill, thinks it's an A split, and rotates out of the site, leaving Keto alone, who just gets, sidelined there. It was almost a whiff for Cadian, with the model barely being able to be seen. He took the kill, and with Keto, again, still struggling. 6 kills to his name. B was free. Heroic 15-10. Run boost. All right, Big. Oh, they messed it up. It doesn't happen. It doesn't go through. Maybe a different boost instead. What are they doing here? Lining up nades, ollieing the short side. Orb's pushed up, and Tess is put down. Heroic, they see the AWP, they might just leave A again. They've been so keen to rotate away from Searson wherever he has been. Stown's looking for a B pick. Keto playing as safe as he can, given the circumstances. Good grenades from Big. That's never been the problem, though. Ooh. That's a lovely nade. Oh no, if Keto pushes, Tizian's pushing. Ooh. This is a very slow round where Heroic aren't getting given much. They are still trying to clear out short. They have a molly for this, but it's on B, so worst case scenario. Stown does get a B pick, and they're going to use that to try and accelerate that A pace. Molly dropped by Searson. AWP is trapped. He's going to hunt down Cadian, but he can't hit the shot. How are these players still standing? Keto will keep B in good standing, and now Heroic have to commit. They've got nothing else.
Yeah, the smokes go in. Zantares going to drop one ahead of it. Try and play around this this smoke wall that he's created alongside theirs, but it does lead to Searson getting kind of baited out over at short side. Didn't know they could be so deep within the site. And Zantares' own smoke denies his Molotov to stop this bomb plant. That could be the disaster that gives this game away. Zantares has caused himself some problems here. Now he's got to try and be the savior, and he can't. It's Keto, 1v2, left to try and do it. A missed shot from Cadian gives him a tiny bit more room, but he doesn't miss it the second time around. Heroic, they are the victors. A long slog of a series, back and forth, but in the end, the Danes, they take the